Should we talk about the New York Times op-ed?
The New York crimes.
Thank God for the New York Times, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm pumping out all this stuff for us to talk about.
This nonsense.
Just all this trash. AI generated garbage. I don't think we ever did talk about that article about the guy who stopped listening to the podcast.
Oh, yeah, but we can't dignify him with a response.
I know, but...
And I don't even have any hate in my heart for him.
No, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad in the end.
Somebody on the subreddit said that they hoped his dog dies. And I was like, no, don't say that. The dog's an innocent in all of this.
The dog didn't do anything.
I want the dog to prosper and thrive.
Yeah, it seems like
I want the dog to maul some toddlers in Prospect Park.
I want that dog to satiate its bloodlust.
How real is Pitbull discourse?
What?
Like people are always like going off about
what's Pitbull?
They spell it Pibble. Like how much mauling and murdering are pit bulls actually doing?
They're mauling.
Okay.
I mean, I had a pit bull.
Right.
When I was
icy.
I could see her mauling a child. She's very traumatized. She was a bait dog.
Right. I remember. Yeah. She had a muzzle covered in scars.
Yeah. She had cute little scars on her face, and she wasn't like a fighting pit bull, but she was like a pit bull that they would toss to get them like riled up before they made them fight. And they bred her in her first heat. So she was just like a baby having little babies, you know? She had a messed up life in Bed-Stuy.
Yeah. And
was clearly super traumatized. And if she would see other dogs, would like chimp out. Which she would, yeah.
So you could see how the wires might get hurt.
Mike Racine brought his like Shar-Pei puppy over once, and Icy almost mauled it. And I think that impulse is very much, it's bred into them to be like vicious killers. And some of these pit bulls,
it's inbred into them.
There's a guy on Instagram, a pit bull breeder. He posts videos of him jacking off the dogs.
What? Why?
And because he's like a black guy who like breeds pit bulls. It's like he's always like hanging out in this weird apartment full of like pit bulls and guns and stuff. And
he's like Weebay from The Wire.
Yeah.
I thought it was very touching and accurate how when Weebay goes away for life because he's a loyal soldier who don't snitch, he needs to get some other guys to take care of his like aquariums full of fish and reptiles. That's like too real.
This is Starbucks' first breeding. I'm gonna let you see what he looking like.
Baba Booey.
Whatever. Yeah, bitch, whatever.
He's jacking that dog off, dude.
Baba Booey.
I just went up the score. I got 10 different hoes that swear that they go.
That dog looked retarded. That doesn't even look like a pit bull. It looks like a French bulldog pit bull mix.
No, he breeds them real beefy, like real muscular.
I'm sorry. Animals can get away with what people can't.
Sorry, you like the look of that dog?
It's so cute.
So
because
cute,
it looks so retarded.
It's like a beefy little guy.
And defective.
Yeah.
And the legs are like 1 inch long. It's like Teresa Giudice's forehead.
But the musculature.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're bred to be killers.
Yeah. Retarded killers.
Wow.
That's a cute dog though.
I would get one. Once I get my 3D printed gun and my beefy ass
Your
pig,
dwarf pit bull.
My muscular ass dog.
It's
over for these guys. No one's coming at me.
There's a very trendy Gen X Japanese guy in this neighborhood who has 2 of those. And I think they're like some kind of like high end status symbol for him because I always see people stopping him in the street and being like, oh my God. It's like a horseshoe theory.
It's not the pit bull's fault, and I think I don't have any real take on the pit bull wars, which are also clearly
I was just wondering how actually accurate and widespread all the Twitter alarmism is, because a lot of people do it as a bit.
Yeah, but I think a German Shepherd could easily maul maul a child too.
Yeah.
Any dog that's like bred for.
And there's always
Dogs
leftists
are
on Twitter
bred.
being like, no, you don't understand. They were originally called nanny dogs because they were bred to supervise the children of rich ladies.
Is that true? There's sweet. Icy was very affectionate, very sweet, very, but like needy and like traumatized.
Yeah, I remember.
So she could snap.
I'm like such a Middle Eastern person at heart that I was always like low key scared of Icy. Even though she was like cute and innocent and like seeking attention.
Yeah, she was a sweetie.
I like did not want to put my face close to her face.
I grew up with dogs. So
Yeah. Yeah, you're like a dog lady. I'm a cat lady. But also I'm delusional
girl.
because I'm covered in scars from like
Yeah.
various animals.
Sister's scratched me many a time.
I had like my body is covered in sister scars. Tim's dog bit me in the mouth because I was drunk and getting up in its face, and I still have the scar.
What kind of dog?
It was like a lab mix, not a Pitbull.
Hot take: any dog that doesn't maul you is a cuck. This is my Andrew Tate shit. I'm like, if you're not scared that your dog will bite you, that dog is broken, man. Part of having a dog is that you should be a little scared.
That dog is a soy and a bug man.
That dog's a bug man. You don't
bug dog.
Personally, a bug dog. I don't want to put my dog in the longhouse. I want my dog to have vitality.
I used to hang out with this really smart but really contrarian failed jazz musician called Izana, who had a litany of unpopular opinions, and one of them was that people keeping domestic animals as pets was a form of slavery because they were cucking these majestic beasts who should be running out in the wild. And I kind of see his point.
Well, some dogs are bred for domesticity, and I do think it's wrong to keep like a gorgeous like Vizsla in like a New York City apartment or something to have some kind of like high. It's eugenics. They're bred for certain characteristics, and some of them are not really bred to be domesticated in the same way that like a toy poodle is. That's like a brain dead like rag doll that you can use to, or like a Frenchie, that you can use to fill the void of like a human child. Some dogs,
fur baby.
Some dogs need, to express their vitality
by mauling infants
and so you
and toddlers.
Shouldn't be surprised if they maul. That's their prerogative. Prerogative.
Prerogadog.